Oh, good evening, everyone. It's so good to have you all here. I'm excited. Who is excited about the conference today? Who is excited?
Follow her here. Eh?
Yep. Very good. Because no news. Daddy. So come and bring this. Sure.
Good day, everyone. Welcome to day one of our Digital Growth Conference. Who is excited to be here? Please, I want to see our emojis. Yeah, yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It's good to have you all here. Thank you for coming in on time. I mean, you were so early. Thank you so much for joining. We are happy to have you here. On behalf of the entire Creative Media Hub team, I warmly welcome you to the Creative Media Hub Digital Conference zero point 0.1. We are delighted to have you join us from different locations around the world for this exciting learning experience. Now, over the next 2 days, you would gain practical insights into branding, digital marketing, social media, and artificial intelligence tools and strategies that can help you build a stronger brand, grow your business, and thrive in today's digital world. So this conference is more than just a series of sections. It's actually going to be an opportunity for you to learn, for you to connect with one another, ask questions, and become part of a community committed to creating lasting digital impact. And we encourage you to stay engaged, take notes. You can also get yourself something to sip while the class is going on, or something to chew so that you stay active all through the class. And please get your notes. Please, you can't keep everything in memory. It's very advisable that you have your notes where you take down the points that hit you, or that would work for you, that you would love to apply, or the questions that you would like to ask and that you want to take note of. Okay, so we also encourage you to stay engaged, yeah, all through the section. And once again, thank you for joining us today, and welcome to the Creative Media Hub Digital Growth Conference zero point 0.1, where we are building brands, growing businesses, and creating digital impact. Let's get started. Thank you. So the next thing on our agenda is introduction to Creative Media Hub, who we are, and all that we do, and why this Digital Growth Conference is held for businesses, for creators, and brands. So this to handle this, would be having Mr. Abraham Adaji Peter speak about the Creative Media Hub. Thank you. I yield the mic, sir.
All right. Good evening, everyone. First of all, I want to congratulate everyone that have registered for this conference. I really want to appreciate everyone so far. Thank you for joining the first growth conference that is organized by Creative Media Hub. So thank you very much. So what we'll be doing is that I'll be giving a brief overview of Creative Media Hub, so that you will have an idea of what we represent, our brand, and what we do. All right. So I'll be sharing my screen now so that you will see. I have a slide that I want to present so that you can see for yourself. All right. All right. Can you see my screen?
Nice.
Can you see my screen? All right.
Now we can see your screen, sir. You can go on, sir.
All right. Thank you very much. All right. So Creative Media Hub is a digital and marketing agency that is dedicated in helping businesses, organizations, entrepreneurs, and professionals in establishing a strong online presence through innovative digital solutions. So what Creative Media Hub is about, what Creative Media Hub is about, and what we represent, our function basically is to help businesses online to thrive, to create digital solutions for businesses that need online presence. So that is what we represent, and that is what Creative Media Hub speaks about. So our mission is simple. The mission of Creative Media Hub basically is to empower brands with innovative digital marketing strategies, create content, effective online solutions that drive growth and lasting visibility. So like I said, what we do is that we help businesses, entrepreneurs to establish a strong online presence. So in case you are in this meeting and you have a brand, or you are about to set up a brand and you need strategies on how to go about it online, Creative Media Hub is the place for you to come, and we have all of these ideas and strategies to help you to establish an online presence. So that is what we do, and that is our mission. Then our vision is to become one of Africa's leading and digital media agency to helping businesses thrive in the digital economy. So our vision is not just restricted to Nigeria, but we are envisaging the globe at large, Africa and beyond. All right, so that is the mission of Creative Media Hub. And our services include social media management, digital marketing, content creation, graphic design and branding, video production, website development, business branding, digital skills training, advertising, and lead generation. So in case you are part of this conference and you want to learn any of these skills, we, as we grow, we'll be establishing a media school that will be, have experts on ground that will be offering training services to those that want to learn any of these digital skills. All right. Then the next slide is, okay, we help businesses to reach the right audience, to build customer trust, grow sales, and develop strong digital presence. This to do. So our services, we offer our services to small and medium businesses, companies, to schools and educational institutions, to churches, ministries, to NGOs, to corporate organizations and personal brands. All right, so these are the services, these are the people that we work with. All right, so your brand deserves to be seen, heard, and remembered. So if you have a brand, a physical store, and you don't have an online presence, then with this conference is to inspire you, to see the possibilities that are locked up in the online space. Or basically a training, but it is an enlightenment program to enlighten your mind, to open your eyes to see the opportunities that are in the online space. And Creative Media Hub is set to do that. All right. So in case you are you would want to ask questions relating to how to navigate your way in the online space, then Creative Media Hub is here for you. All right. So this is just like an overview of Creative Media Hub. All right. So we'll be going straight to the first session. All right. All right, so for today's meeting, we'll be having. All right, so this is the first set. Pay rapt attention. If you have a writing material with you, because you should have a writing material with you, to pen down some notes and also take questions. So in case you have questions in your mind that relates to what we'll be discussing, please do well to take notes and drop those questions down. We'll attend to those questions. All right. All right. So the first topic for today, or the first session for today, is about the digital economy. Why every brand needs an online presence. All right. You will agree with me today that almost every business now are seeking to have a digital presence. We've gone past the age where your business is just only located in one shop or one location. If you want to have a broader audience, or if you want to have a wider reach, then you must establish a strong online presence. All right. So as we'll be proceeding, I'll be sharing some experiences that I've had over the years. All right. So that is what we'll be discussing today: the digital economy, why every brand needs an online presence. All right. So like I said, we live in a world where customers no longer wait for businesses. They search for them online. So if you just have a store somewhere and and you expect people from abroad to patronize you without having an online presence, or people from other nations, then you'll be joking. Because agree with me that most of us, we spend time with our phone. In fact, roughly half of the day we spend on our phones. And what people do is that you search for products online, they watch videos, they see reviews on products, and so on. So you have to have a strong online presence for you to register your business, or for you to be seen online. So whether you product, you offer services, you run a ministry, or own a small business, your online presence is no longer an option. It is essential. All right. So it's very important that you have a strong online presence if you want to go far in your business. Right. So what is the digital economy? So from the word digital and economy, digital has to do with internet, technology, and why economy has to do with sales, transactions, delivering of value. So if you want to join those two words together, you will say the digital economy is a system where businesses use digital technologies and the internet to create, to market, to sell, and to deliver value. So that is what the digital economy is: using online services to sell your products, to market your product, to deliver value. All right. And some of those tools include social media marketing, the e-commerce, the online banking, digital payments, on learning like we are currently doing, remote work, artificial intelligence, and cloud computing. So these are the tools in digital space. So if you want to thrive in a digital space in your business, then you have to leverage on these tools that are here. It's very important that you understand how they work and how to apply them to your business. All right. So simply, the simple definition of digital economy is doing business using the digital economy, or the digital technology rather. All right. So from research, the internet is the world's biggest marketplace. So from research, you will see that we have over 5 billion plus people using the internet space. So if you also just imagine that you have, like, even if it's 0.1% of this total number of people using internet are patronizing your business, I tell you, you become a billionaire over time. So it's very important that you have a strong online presence. If you are a business person or you want to venture into business, you have to establish an online presence. All right. So I did some research about some digital company. I did some research about some media firm, businesses. Sorry for that. Okay. For Amazon, I discovered that from my research that their total revenue for last $716.9 billion as their total revenue for last year. And Amazon, as you can know, is one of the so you can see that, with the online space, you have chances to skyrocket your investment or your business that you're doing online. And I also did the research about Alibaba Groups, and it said that their total revenue for last year was over $180 billion. All right, and even Jumia as well, their total revenue for last year, was around $188.9 billion. So why am I saying this? I'm saying this to tell you that, if you have an online presence, there are high chances that your profit from your business will skyrocket than when you just have a physical store. So it's very important that you have an online presence for you to reach a wider range of people and to grow your customer base. So why visibility matters more than ever. So people buy from brands they know. So if people can't find your business online, they will assume that you may not, or they may assume that you don't exist. And they may also assume that, or they may choose your competitor instead of you, and you will lose credibility. Because most people now, before they buy products, they will search for it online, and they will see reviews about the product or your company. If they want to get a product, like if you are selling hair, or you are providing let's say laundry services, if you don't have a strong online presence, there's high chances that people may not even notice that you exist. So I'll use an example for the company which I work with. I work with the real estate industry as their media manager. And most of our clients that we have and most of the sales we make come to establish, or you want to grow your business in this current dispensation. What online presence does is that it creates awareness of your brand, it builds trust, it builds credibility, and it also increases sales. Also, how customers find businesses today. They find those businesses through Google search, through Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, LinkedIn, WhatsApp, and online reviews. So these are the ways that your potential clients can find you. So if you are into business or you want to set up a business, then you must have a presence in each of these platforms. All right, so it's very important. So sorry for the rush. I'm trying to meet up with time because we have another guest speaker that will be speaking to us. So I'll forward the slide to the WhatsApp community so you can download and go through it. So like I said, if you have a question, you can note them down. All right. So the benefit of having an online presence, like I said, that you will reach more people. With that, you will build credibility. You will generate quality leads. You will increase sales. You will build customer relationship, and you have the opportunity to compete with larger businesses. All right, so building a digital first business. So a digital first business uses digital platform as a core part of its operation. It doesn't replace physical business, it strengthens it. All right, so what this does is that it creates more awareness of your physical business. As good as having a physical business, if you don't have a or rather an online presence, you will limit your reach. All right, so building a digital first business, uses the digital platforms that I've mentioned as a core part of its operations. So it's very important that your business is digital first in nature. So there are steps in building a digital first business rather. The first here is build your brand identity. Create a website, be active on social media, create valuable content, engage your use. Right, so there's a list. There's okay for building your brand identity. The first thing you must consider a logo, a brand voice, brand designs. Then under create website, there are some informations that are required of you to set out, which are listed below here. All right, then you must be active on social media, because there are some times that people want to make inquiries and they might send you a message. So if you are not active, you might not see the message to reply on time. And there are many businesses online, there are competitors online. So if you delay, you need message. So there are opportunities in today's online marketplace. So if you are here and you've been thinking on how to leverage on these opportunities, Creative Media Hub, like I said, after this event, we'll organize a training session for those that are interested in learning, any of these online skill, like the digital marketing, the social media management, there's graphic design, software development, content creation, affiliate marketing, e-commerce, freelancing, virtual assistant, and so on. So these are opportunities that are made available in the online space, and you can use this opportunity. You can use this skill to upscale your business, and also you can use these skills, to earn a lot of money online. Like for me, for instance, as a social media management, I manage social media platforms for different organizations, and I get paid for it every month. All right. So with just one of these tools, I tell you, you will make a lot of money from it. So you can leverage on these tools or this skill. All right. So the common mistakes that businesses make, no websites, inactive social media, inconsistent posting, ignoring customer messages, no digital marketing strategy. So these are the mistakes. So even if you have an online presence, you must know how to, use that presence. You must know how to engage in your followers. You must know what to tell them. You must have content to display. So it's very important that you understand all of this. So the practical action plan, which I want every one of us to go home, to take home with, if you have an online presence, you audit your online presence, you will create or improve your social media profile. You develop a content strategy, you build a professional website, invest in digital marketing, learn AI and digital tools, and measure your results and improve consistently. So all of these steps that you need to take in case you are confused about them. We have professionals in Creative Media Hub that will put you through on how to go about all of this. All right. So after the session, we'll drop in our email. So in case you need our services or you need or maybe a practical session on how to go about this, you just send us an email. Then our team will take it from there. All right. So key take away from this session is the digital economy is the future. So in case you are still stuck with the past way of doing business, we are in the digital age. So the digital economy is the future. Your business must be registered online. Visibility creates opportunity. Every brand needs an online presence. Digital first business grows faster. AI is shaping the future of business, and the best time to start is now. So don't delay. Um, be, um, thinking whether to, or maybe you want to. We have to the trend for us to really grow in our brand. For us to gain visibility, then we must get ourselves acquainted with the current dispensation which we're in. So one last thing that I would say is that if your business is invincible online, it is invincible to a large part of today's market. So in case you have a business and your business is not online, it means your business is invincible to a large part of the, you might know your next client or your next um your next clients may be. So it's good that you have an online presence because most people now, like I said, they spend most of their time on their phone, getting reviews of products, seeing designs online, watching videos of products. So you must, as much as possible, try your best to leverage on the digital economy. And as you do that, you will see that your brand gain the necessary growth that it needs. All right. So thank you very much. And like I said, if you have a question, you can note them down and we will attend to it as we progress. All right. So sorry for the rush. We are trying to meet to time. All right. So, but I'll forward the slides to the platform today. All right. So thank you very much.
Oh wow, wow, wow. Please let's appreciate Mr. Peter. Please are you sure you people are still here? Hope you've not left me here. Please, I want to see your emojis. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir, for that wonderful section. I mean, I, for one, had a lot. I had a whole lot to write. I hope you all were able to take notes during this section and hope you have loads of questions. So he spoke about how we have to build on our business as a digital first business. So aside from having your physical store, aside from having your small business going on, you have to make it digital first because the last word he said struck me. He said, if your business is invisible online, it is invisible to a larger market. I mean, look at the figures he called initially in the beginning of the of his teaching. I mean, calling a lot of figures that merely you would not make on a normal in your physical store. But the social media has made it so possible that you can reach larger people, even from outside your location, outside your country, different parts of the world, and sell your value to them. And I hope that we have our questions. I hope we have what the things that we learned today. So I don't know if you would like to take. Sorry, sir. Would you like to take the questions now, or should we move on to the next section?
All right. I think let's move on to the next session. I think towards the end of the meeting, we'll have all of the questions. All right.
Okay, okay. So the call will end in 40 minutes time. So all you would have to do is to go back to the group and click on the link immediately ends, please. Please. It will end in 40 minutes time. So all you have to do, oh, we can all hear me. Please, I want to be sure. Can you like react to your emoji to be sure that you can hear me? Okay, yes, thank you so much. So it will end in about 14 minutes or ten minutes time. So once it ends, just click on the link to return back to the call and then we'll continue the meeting. Thank you very much. Thank you for your understanding. So, okay, so we'll be bringing in our next guest. You know what? Let's end this call and come back. When we are back, we'll be coming in with our next guest. Thank you so much. I'll see you people in like 2 minutes. Okay. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I apologize for that break in transmission. We had to do it since so that during our next section we don't get interrupted or cut short because of the call end time. So at this moment we're going to be introducing our next speaker. Sir, Elise, can you confirm if the next speaker is available at the moment? Okay, okay, okay. I can see him. See our speaker here. So I would introduce him now.
Kodumi Omotayo Olalekan has been in the tech industry for 7 years, building software products across fintech, real estate, hospitality, marketplaces, and e-learning. He currently works at SaySwitch, a fintech company with a switching license where he builds payment infrastructure and financial technology solutions. He is also the CEO of Glow Solar Technology, where they are focused on building innovative technology solutions that solve real-world problems. In addition, he is the founder of Glow Solar AI School, an initiative dedicated to equipping people with practical AI skills. So far, He has trained about 50 students in AI-related technologies, helping them prepare for opportunities in the rapidly evolving AI ecosystem. Over the years, he has had the opportunity to work with businesses and clients across Nigeria, the United States, and India, developing products that solve real business challenges and scale across different markets. Beyond software engineering, he is currently venturing into digital real estate investments, combining technology with long-term wealth creation and investment opportunities. Most importantly, he is a Christian who loves God. His faith is the foundation of his life and influences how he leads, builds products, and serves others. With an exciting ovation, let's make welcome Kodumi Omotayo Olalekan.
Hello, everyone. Hi. Okay, I hope we can all hear me.
Yes, sir, we can hear you, sir. Welcome, sir. Welcome, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right. I'll just start immediately. All right. So I want to really appreciate everyone for having me here. As you all know, my name is Kodumi. All right. So I'm going to start immediately. All right. So please don't mind me share my screen. Okay. All right. Can everyone see my screen, please?
Yes, sir, we can.
Yes, sir, we can.
All right, beautiful. Okay, so before I get started, I want to tell you something very scary, a little bit. Everyone is in trouble. Everyone is in trouble. Is in trouble. If you're in your little bubble and you're thinking that you're safe, you're not. You're not safe at all. There is no job. There is no industry that is safe right now. We're told that the creative industry will be safe from AI. That AI cannot think, cannot create media. All right, but just few months down the lane, we have AI create new stuff, new media, new videos, new images. Even movies are being made by AI right now. All right, so I'm not telling you this to sound futuristic or to scare you. I'm telling you because I'm involved in this industry. And if you're not on board quickly, you're going to face out very soon. The next few months, if you're not involved in AI quickly, the next few months you become so redundant that you won't find job, you won't find means of livelihood, you won't find nothing, right? Because AI is on that pace. Okay, so I'm going to be teaching on artificial intelligence and future of digital marketing. Right, that's what I'm going to teach on. I think a few months ago, tell you a quick story. A few months ago, I applied to a job in the US. And when I applied to the job in the US, a friend or a person that I didn't know reached out to me. His name is Zachariah. He's in the US. He reached out to me and said that the job that I applied for, which is a software engineering role, because I'm a software engineer, was not available. Right. Then he told me something about AI annotation. He told me that there is a job called AI annotation that I'm interested. I didn't know what that word was at that then. But then I told him, okay, put me on. So the first AI job that I did, I didn't know what it was, but I was just fortunate enough to come across it. I made thousands of dollars. I got my first property because of AI, right? I didn't know what it was, but I knew that there was something called AI. And many Nigerians are in my shoe, or the shoe I was before. You didn't know about AI, you don't know anything about AI, you don't know what it's about, you're just going and moving and just enjoying life. If you don't do something about this lack of information that you're going through, or you don't do something about this knowledge gap that you have right now, the next few years you'll be in trouble. All right, that's why you are here to discuss this. All right. Okay, so I hope I'm still coming in audibly.
Yes, sir.
Am I
Yes.
We can hear you, sir.
beautiful? All right, and I hope all right. He called me. The friend works in. He called and AI. How am I doing? Hope I'm fine. Hope I'm still doing AI and all that. And he told me that I've started working on with LinkedIn. And what's he doing with LinkedIn is just generating leads. You know, leads in marketing, right? That's what it does. It does lead generation. So before, LinkedIn needed a lot of people in marketing, very core of digital marketing, because you need people, right, to buy the product, and you need to find those people, right? So before, company I count on leads, right? Look for buyers, look for potential customers. Those are called me, and he told me that it was hired to generate leads. And he showed me an example of how he generates over 1,000 leads in about 5 minutes using AI. I mean, normally this would take like 4 5 persons to 10 persons, and it take like 3 months because they will start scouting for leads everywhere. And this guy sent me a video where he generated leads of how many thousand, real leads of how many thousand using AI. The thing I just is in trouble. So if your best skill is lead generation as a marketer, right, your work is already gone. You are redundant. That's what it means. But the good news here is because of AI, if you're a marketer, all right, you can 10x your work speed, your work rate, and your quality. All right. So now marketing is relating not by the next campaign, but by the next model. Right? About 88% of organizations now use AI in at least one business function. I mean, this statistic is from right, but it's even now 100%. I'm telling you, this statistic is not correct because every single business uses AI right now. Before, people use CorelDRAW and all it to make posters, make flyers, but right now I can make flyer in a minute. Before, it takes 1 week, you have to do content strategy, create how you're going to flow. But right now, in a minute, AI is being generated for you. So every organization uses AI right now. All right. 71% of market leaders regularly use generative AI. All right. So to generate video content, to generate audio content. I think one of the audio you heard today about the introduction, I don't know if it's AI, but then the AI that does that. All right. So 71%, that's almost everybody uses AI regularly. So $82 billion projected AI market size by 2030. Right? That's a whole lot. So AI is taking over the market. All right. So going to the next one, what AI in marketing really means. What does it really mean? It's a shift from rules we write to patterns machine learning can act on. Before we think of rules, we think of patterns, we think of colors, all these marketing gimmicks. All right, before the marketer will make a marketer enough. Right now, AI has learned those patterns. Right, marketers have created thousands and thousands of gigabytes of data, right? And those data are readily available for AI models. Now, AI models have learned through those data, right? Millions of marketers have generated data. AI models have learned from that data. So now AI model does not rely on marketers rely on AI. Because what a marketer will do in 2 weeks, an AI will use data generated by 1,000 marketers to do it in 1 minute. Right? So marketing has shifted from what we know to about machine learning. That's what it is right now. Right. So AI marketing is about every click, view, purchase as a signal. All right. It's about data. Prediction. Right now. In fact, the funny thing is AI has been there for the longest time. We don't just know. You see, most of us know about social media algorithm. If you know about social media algorithm, let me just raise your just signal. If you know anything about social media algorithm. Okay. Not many people know about social media algorithm. All right, it's fine. So this social media algorithm, right? When you go to Facebook, you just discover that the things that you see on Facebook are the things that you like. Or for example, you start liking football, or you start liking how to cook. After that one, you just see that your next search is more about that your interest area, about artificial intelligence. All right, Eunice. Okay, you don't have. Okay, so that's artificial intelligence. So artificial intelligence predicts you. Artificial intelligence knows who you are. It thinks before you can even act. That's how crazy you have gone. So it predicts human patterns. It predicts what you think, how you act. They know your purchase pattern. And AI knows what you're going to purchase in the next 15 days. It knows what you're going to likely be in the next 15 years. It knows you, right? So I don't know if I'm still coming through. My network is rolling. Am I still coming through? All right, awesome. So AI can predict future pattern, can predict properly. All right. So generation already now. Image generation, video generation, audio generation. That's what AI does. All right. So before we used to go to studio to go and record all these jingles, go to studio to go and create animation studios, and pay thousands of dollars. Right now, any boy, any young man from the comfort of his room can generate an animation, generate videos, can generate audios, right? So that's what AI does. Are we clear? All right. All right. So here's the thing. Most of the marketing materials that you see is data. All right. Data. Right. So there's no label data, no smart marketing. Marketing used to be generic. Like everybody sees one thing. Right? If you want to target a particular region, like if you want to target a particular country, marketing material. That's what AI does very well. Personalization. So every AI that personalizes an ad or write a caption was this is right, this is wrong, this is what customer looks like, this is what is the raw material of AI economy. The better the label, the smarter the marketing. So here's the thing. Most persons knows about AI, but they don't know how AI comes about. How did AI become so smart? It's all, it is the data that we have generated hundreds of years back, right? That are readily available on the internet that the AI is using to learn, right? So there's nothing new. AI is not creating something new. It's just learning patterns, learning from old data, old information. All right. Um. So before, if anyone is still getting me, still getting awesome. So as I said, because marketing can be expensive. Agree with me. For a Pepsi animation before, or a Pepsi advert before, Messi millions of dollars, right? Call the likes of Ronaldo, pay them millions of dollars, right? To bring them in, video them, and for them to act and create an ad, right? Before. But right now, Messi does not need to be there. So before it involved logistics, you have to carry Messi from probably Argentina, fly him down to the US, go to videographic studio, bring them over, record ads and everything, pay heavily. So before, to record ads before, or to create advertising material or content used to be very expensive. But right now, Messi does not need to be anywhere, because you can just take the picture of Messi and create an AI model for him and use him for as much advert as you want. Right? So before, it's just one message, because it's one message for the entire world. But now Messi can be used as an AI model and be made to speak and be made to say so many things and be made to act in certain ways and different ways. So right now they can create multiple versions of a particular content. All right. So instead of giving everyone one content, because Messi has to just do one, right now you can use AI to generate multiple messages to target different persons. All right. Messi can be speaking Arabic in this video. Messi can be speaking English in the other video. But if you were before, Messi can only speak
Portuguese.
you can create different personalized message for different segmented groups. All right. So that's what AI has made possible. That's what AI has made possible. So more likely, so from segment to segment of one, real time recommendation, dynamic pricing, content. Now stuff feel more personal, advertised because of AI. All right. Okay, so let's go to the next one quickly. All right. So we are talking about machine that creates now. So as I said before, we have to, find a way to create content, marketing content, which is very, 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 very easy. All right. So machine that creates copy, image, video, and voice, generate in seconds in near zero margin cost. All right. So before, as I said, images, if you want to take picture, you have to go to a studio, you have to just take one shot. But right now, you can just bring your face and AI will generate 1,000 pictures of different time, different nature for you. Or as I use it, Messi as an example, Messi does not need to be in the studio anymore. Messi just leads. So video generation, voice generation, AI is involved in everything. Within a second, you have generated videos, you have generated voiceovers and all that. All right. 2 out of 3 of all marketing content is expected to be AI generated by the end of 2026. Do you understand that statistic? It is so terrible that marketers, if you're not involved in AI or know how to use AI, you'll be so redundant, because 2 out of 3 content that will be generated in 2026 will be AI related, will be AI that will generate it. That's how That's how creative I was doing a poster. When I can use the AI that will generate 10,000 poster for me in just 1 hour. All right. So 70% of generative for first creative work. 70% of generative AI adopters use it first for creative work. All right. What does it mean by creative work? The works that you guys do as a marketer, right? And thinking about materials, creating poster creation. Creation is creative work. So the next one that we need to really look at, I do I still have time at all? A little time, right? Okay, so the next thing that we need
Yes,
to
you do, sir.
look at it very soon. All right, thank you.
Yes.
Very soon, search engine optimization will be dead. First off, I hope you know what search engine optimization is as a marketer. If you don't know what search engine optimization is as a marketer, you should talk to creative media. They need to take you on that quickly, because that's one of the most powerful pillars of marketing, search engine optimization. Because when someone goes on the search, the ranking of the search result is what we call search engine optimization. All right. So there are some content that come up before others. All right. That's just one side. If you need to know about search engine optimization, which is very important, it's very key to marketing, please, you can meet the team and they will put you on. All right. But now, as important as search engine optimization is, it is the most important thing, because if you search for food in Kubwa, the first link that comes up wins. If you search for a church in Kubwa, the first links, because there are thousands of church in Kubwa, right? There are thousands of church. But then if you search for church in Kubwa, if your search engine optimization is properly done, your church is going to come first, and your church will get more people. Or let's say I want to buy beans in Kubwa. There are many bean sellers. But then if your link, if your website is properly indexed, all right, it comes out first, then you get many leads. All right, that's search engine optimization, and it's very important in marketing. But as important as search engine optimization is, it is dying. Do you know why? Because of AI chat. So instead of me to go to Google to go and search for, let's say, car to buy, right? I won't do that, because Google is going to make me work extra. When it gives me those lists, I will have to start clicking one after the other. Or if I take that same question to AI, ChatGPT, I say, ChatGPT, please give me the best BYD car to buy based on social amount of money that I have, based on cost, economics of Nigeria, and everything. It's going to analyze everything for me, right? So what do? I'm leaving search engine and I'm coming to AI chat. All right. So there's 18% average drop in organic click through from AI overview. All right. So now people are leaving search engine. They're leaving search engine. They are going to AI chat instead to go and look for answers, because it's more direct. There's no jargons. It's giving you what you need to see at the time. But search engine is going to give you plenty results. You have to start searching one after the other, and AI makes it just dynamic, just easy. All right. So most Gen Z are moving from search engine, traditional search engine, they are moving to AI chat. 31% of Gen Z already moved to AI chat. So if you want your product to do very well, there's how you have to index with AI chats, right? So you have to don't only look at search engine, you have to look at AI chats also. All right. Okay. So another thing that we need to talk about, which I know that I don't know if it's okay for this class, is agentic AI. That one is a different ball game entirely. Agentic AI is a different ball game entirely. All right. So how does agentic AI affect marketing? Yes, I affect marketing. Before, in marketing, you need to create marketing plan. All right. when you create marketing plan, you pull your resources together in marketing, right? So these are our marketing process. You do all these different processes, then you have your product, you create your 1 year plan for the product and all this beautiful stuff that we used to do before. But right now, you can give an AI agent, right, an autonomous right to handle a company or a product for you. Meaning you are not doing anything. Months, weeks, years, and AI can be doing your marketing. It's posting content, it's replying to messages, right? No human being. Posting content, replying to messages, closing deals. That's what we call agentic AI. Agentic AI acts on its own, right? With the command that you are giving it. So this is one part that we're going to talk about maybe some other time. I'm not going to dabble into it because it's too deep. All right? It's too deep. All right, so global AI market. So I told you it's 2 billion by 2030. All right, so there's no need to talk too much about that again. All right, so these are just statistics. I think I'm going to just send this to you. These are statistics about consumer trusting AI results more and all that. I'm going to just drop it for you. So the job AI is creating, we have data annotation. So this is the one I really made money from AI marketing engineers. All right, wire agent, data campaign together, AI content strategies. So before, we all these things were professionals that would do it, but right now anybody can do it. I'm a marketer right now, right? So AI ethic and trust lead, GEO, AEO specialist, make brand the source AI answer sites, prompt and workflow designer or prompt engineers, right? So we're almost done here. So what does AI do best? AI help you to scale and speed. All right. So the things that I use 1 month to do before. Right now I can use 1 day to do it. Pattern finding, right? Instead of you just throwing ads up and down, because now marketing effort fail very well, right? But instead of just throwing marketing money up and down, you can use AI to actually navigate and understand your demographic. All right, so that AI can tell you that, okay, instead of using blue color, why not use red, right? And just change the color from blue to red can just change the entire thing on your website or your marketing material. Or instead of talking about ladies, why not target guys because of your product? So AI can help you predict, all right? Endless variation, 27 optimization, 24/7 optimization, what stays human, original idea and state. So I know I told you that I said everyone is in trouble, but sometimes original ideas and taste is still human, emotional storytelling is still human, ethics and judgment is still human, any real trust is still human. All right, so I won't talk about much again. So how can you future proof yourself? So what does this mean? As I told you, AI is coming for jobs. I'm telling you. You might not know this, I'm telling you, but I'm telling you. I'm a software engineer. I build products. The product that I built for few months before, right now in few days I'm done. So I don't need people. I don't need more persons anymore. Right now we are way faster. Same thing with content generation. Same thing with content creation. People are way more faster. All right. So how to future proof yourself? That means how to help yourself. All right. The first thing, get data literacy. Learn how data work. Learn about AI. The second one, learn to work with AI. Please, you do not have a choice in this matter. You don't have a choice in the matter. All right. So you have to learn how to use AI. Master human edge. All right. So there are some jobs that AI might not be able to take because like storytelling, ethics, and some other few things. But trust me, it's still coming for them. All right. So build in public. So now Creative Media is giving you an opportunity to have a WhatsApp group, a community. So in case you are building something, throw it out there. Someone might just be there to help you, right? So build in public. So that will be that for now. All right. So the guy that I told you guys reached me from LinkedIn. The guy works in LinkedIn. I know most of you know LinkedIn. He was telling me things I need to quickly do with AI. So he said one of the things I need to focus on is marketing, which we are talking about right now. He said the second thing I need to focus on, he said I need to focus on 3D modeling with AI. I told you about Ronaldo. Sometimes Ronaldo doesn't need to be in the place. You can model Ronaldo. You can create a model of Ronaldo and be using it anytime you like. All right, that's 3D modeling. We talked about lead generation. All right, AI does lead generation very well now. Marketing strategy, AI generate backlinks. So backlinks is very important for marketing also. Excel. So if you're not very good at Excel, AI can help you. All right. So most Fortune 500 company uses AI right now. All right. So you can use AI to boost your productivity. AI PowerShell. AI can learn your flow, can learn your tax. All right. So these are the things, bank advanced fraud detection and all that. So these are things that me and this guy discussed. And this guy, for the guy to be working in LinkedIn, you should know that he is trusted and knows what he's doing. And for him to start telling me about this AI thing, about how people are in trouble, and about how he can generate links that needs 10 people to do, you should know that it's coming from place of authority. All right. So that will be that for now. That will be that for now. So AI will not replace marketers. Marketers who use AI will replace those who don't. All right. If you don't know what you're doing in marketing and you are still using traditional methods, people that know what they are doing, that can create video, that can create animation, they will replace you. All right. So AI has come to stay, and it's your wisdom to quickly jump on the boat now before it leaves you. All right. So that will be that. Thank you very much. Thank you. Is there any question? Or I mean, you guys can do question later or something.
Thank you
I'm done.
very
I'm
much.
done.
Thank you very much, sir. I really did enjoy your section. I learned a whole lot, and I'm sure that everyone on Discord at this moment learned a whole lot as well. Please, I want us to not hold back our questions. This is your opportunity to ask your questions. If you have any question, please just raise up your hands. You can use the raise hand icon to raise your hand so that I could, call on you if you have questions. Please. Thank you so much, sir. Please let's celebrate Mr. Kodumi again. Please let's celebrate him. I mean, the section was so amazing, super amazing. I learned a whole lot. I mean, while I wait for you all to ask your question, let me go through a little things that I wrote here. Initially, he started with calling $82 billion by 2030, and I was already calculating how much I'll be taking from that money. I mean, I'm supposed to be cutting my share. So I hope you are prepared to as well. I learned how, AI can now cut down the process that will take you years, that would take you weeks to do. You can do it in few seconds. I mean, 10xing the process and 10xing your marketing as well. And how you can rank on your search without even having to depend on just SEO. We need to really understand that AI is not something that is in news. It's not something that is going to happen. It's already happening now. It's already happening, and I'm so glad that it got to share all of the insights that I shared. So I hope that we are going to take all of the actions that he has shared with us today. I mean, he listed a whole lot of them: marketing with AI, 3D modeling, a whole lot of them. You need to position yourself. So I'll be waiting for our questions. I'm still waiting for our questions. Please, I am still waiting for your questions. If you have any question, just raise up your hands. Oh my goodness. I don't want to believe that nobody has questions. Okay, I can see Jaye. Jaye, okay, please, can you kindly unmute yourself and ask your question? Thank you.
All right, good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Layton. Thank you for your class. So, my questions, I actually have two questions, right? Can you please throw more light on how that agentic AI that you mentioned works? Then, for the first speaker, Sir Abraham, you talked about um, some tools that social media managers use it, but I didn't get that, and I asked the question earlier on, but it was not responded to. So, would you be kind enough to do that? Thank you.
All right, so I'm going to just answer the first question. Okay, so there's what we call AI agents, right? Yes, AI chat. That's what most people know. Mm. The AI chat is your normal ChatGPT. You ask Claude question, all those basic stuff. That's the AI. But the agents, right? The agents go beyond just chat. They do co-working with you. What does that mean? For example, now you want to do an Excel work, right? If you want to use ChatGPT, you probably upload the Excel in ChatGPT, then it's going to now create a new one for you and all that. Just help you with information. But agentic AI is going to take hold of your system and work on it by itself. And that's agentic AI. Agents can work on your system, can carry out actions on your system on your behalf. All right, that's what agentic AI is. ChatGPT cannot, because they are just basic chat. They cannot touch your system. They can't do anything on your system. But an agentic AI can log into your email, write post for you. So agentic AI, what makes agentic AI different is just that it can do stuff on your behalf. All right, if given the right. Right, it can touch your operating system, can do so many things, can touch your files on your system or your phone. Right, can go beyond what normal ChatGPT is. So that's agentic AI. Right, it's very powerful. So is that clear?
But yeah, it is like, do you download the software or how does it work?
Okay,
I just
good.
want to know.
Okay, good. Okay, that's a good question. All right, so yes, it's software. It's usually software. So there's one called Cloud Code, right? There's Cloud Code. There is let me find the name now. It's installed on my system. What's the second? What's the name of that one? What's the name of that?
He has got to ask somebody else.
Okay, so I think
Codex.
there's Codex. Thank you. That's it. Codex. There's Cloud Code. There's Codex. So you download it like normal. This thing like normal app. Then you just give it instructions. All right. But if you want to know more about it, of course, Mr. Abraham, then you just I'll be able to share more light.
Okay. Thank you very much for your answer. I mean, I hope that was very clear. That was very clear. And thank you, Sir, for the help. I know that after this section, a lot of persons would want to, get more. I personally, I would also love to get more. All right. Okay, Mr. Abraham, please, I would like you to answer our question. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. All right, so social media management is all encompassing. It has to do with managing posts, creating content, so it's all encompassing. So if you want to know the tools to be used, it's not just only one tool. Like if you want to create a video, there are so many tools that you can use for video creation. If you want to create a flyer, a design, you can use some of those tools. If you want to schedule a post also. But first of all, you must understand what brand are you managing online, because social media management is you managing a brand online, is you giving a brand identity to a company or to a brand online. So first of all, you must understand what that brand represents, and then you know how to create content that aligns with that brand. So there's no single tool to be used, but if you want to know some of the tools that you can use, okay, if you want to create maybe like flyer, like have the Mr. Lekan said, AI is now at the forefront of everything, even in social media management. If you want to create amazing designs, you make use of AI. If you want to generate content, if you want to come up with video ideas, you can use AI tools. Like for me personally, in our company, I use AI tools to design our flyers, to create content, to plan the schedules and everything. So like I said, The tools. Okay. I think you're asking a question. I mean, okay. So you said, sir. I mean, the tools needed for scheduling this content. Okay, for scheduling a post or a content on with social media, Facebook has their own scheduling
Meta too.
this thing, what I
Meta
call it,
Business School.
options. Every platform has their scheduling options for you to use. So there's no single particular app or something that you use to schedule for all of them. Facebook have theirs, Instagram have theirs, but what you need to do, you need to know how to use them. So I think that is supposed to be the question: how to use them to schedule a post or to schedule a content, and that will be discussed more when you come. Because, like I said, that after this training, we'll be organizing a training session that will go into it more details. So that's it. So like I said, Facebook has their own Instagram also, and the rest of the platform. So I think that's also. But first of all, you need to understand how it works and how to go about it. So because of the want of time, I will not want to go into it because it's elaborate. All right. So you can reach out to me personally for me to give you more idea about it. So thank you very much.
Oh, thank you so much, sir. Thank you, sir, for answering the question. And I'm sure that you got your answer right, Jai. Please, can I see a reaction from you? Hope your questions were clearly answered. All right, thank you, thank you. I'm glad that you're now clear. So please, is there any other person who has a question? Please, if you have a question, kindly raise up your hands with the raise hand icon. Thank you so much. Thank you. I really learned a whole lot. I mean, I think we should, I don't know, I want to take like three persons who would like to share all they've learned. I need to be sure that we followed. I need to be sure that we also learned and then we were not like cut short during the call, maybe with network or anything. So if you would like to also, share what you learned, you can also raise up your hands. I mean, the first two persons to do that. Please, I'd like to hear from us. Thank you. Wow. Nobody wants to share and nobody has question. Okay. All right. So with no further ado, since we don't have questions, would move to the end of this section. So today we're able to cover up, how your business needs to be digital first, how you need to move yourself from just having a physical business to a digital business and how the digital market has helped to create a very larger scale of a wider scale of customers for your business. And we're also able to see how AI is going to also helping you in assisting you to do proper marketing, to be able to sell to this audience and how to create valuable content as well for this audience that you love to sell to. Okay, so tomorrow would cover another section, a whole lot of goodies that we have for us tomorrow. So I need us to also be here on time like we did and be energetic. Please, I want, if you have questions, please do not hesitate. Do not hesitate. You can always ask your questions. And then if you need anything or you want more information, you can ask in the WhatsApp community as well. It's open to everybody to drop in your questions or ask make any inquiry that you need to make. So we'll see again tomorrow at the same time tomorrow. And I'm your host, the moderator for the Digital Growth Conference 0.1. And my name is Blessing Oloibube Simon. Thank you so much. Good night, everyone.
Thank you. Good night.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Good night.
Nice.
Yeah, good night.
Abraham Adaji Peter is a social media manager, digital marketer, and content creator with experience in developing digital strategies, managing social media platforms, and creating engaging content that help businesses grow their online presence. He has worked with brands in the real estate industry, planning and executing campaigns that increase visibility, generate leads, and strengthen customer engagement. He is the founder of Creative Media Hub, a digital media company dedicated to helping businesses and entrepreneurs grow through branding, content creation, social media management, and digital marketing. Abraham has earned professional certification in digital marketing, Google, AI Career Essentials, human resources management, and social media management. He is passionate about leveraging digital innovation and creative storytelling to help brands connect with their audience and achieve measurable results. Let's